This is the morning show on 104.9 Sunshine FM, and on the telephone this morning I have Yvonne Corstorphin, who's the director of the Sunshine Coast Cool Harmonies KwaYa. Good morning, Yvonne. How are you?
Good morning, John. I'm wonderful, thank you.
That's good. Now, the choir, or some members of your choir, and not the whole choir, of course, have just come back from a trip to Uganda. I believe you had a great time over there.
Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful. It was humbling, it was rewarding, it was inspiring, it was every emotion you could possibly imagine packed into 2 weeks.
I'll bet. Now, the idea of the trip wasn't simply a holiday, was it? You had other agendas, raising money and so forth?
Yep. It was sort of it's a sort of a singing tour combined with a working experience. So the idea was for each of the members to do a whole heap of fundraising before they went. But also we were sort of singing as a choir with groups from around the country. But when we went there, we were not only putting on performances, but we were going to be building classrooms and working in orphanages and doing backyard blitzes in schools. So it was sort of a combination of the singing and a working experience. Yeah.
I see. So how are things in Uganda now? I mean, Idi Amin's gone and all that sort of thing, but I understand, they're still doing it pretty tough.
Yeah. The poverty was quite overwhelming. We actually were based mainly in Kampala, which is the capital city, and just driving through the suburbs, the housing is just unbelievably poor, but the people are just wonderful, and I guess a lot of people that travel to third world countries always say the same, with so little, they really want to offer you whatever they have,
yes.
And there's a sense of hope, and there's a sense that, like the country will get back on its feet. And what was beautiful was we were working always with the children the whole time we were there, and the children are their future.
And of course, and there's a lot of orphans over there now, isn't there, because of, what went on in the past?
Yes. Well, there's an estimated 3 million orphans just in Uganda alone.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's a combination of poverty, civil war, but also of health. So the AIDS problem is still a very big issue over there.
Now, I believe the members of the Cool Harmonies choir actually got to sing with a children's choir while you were there.
Yep, we did. Yeah. So there was 8 of us that went from our choir, and we worked with 2 separate choirs. One was called the Watoto Children's Choir, and then the other one was the African Children's Choir, and we sang with the African Children's Choir at a big concert for the Queen of Uganda, which was a first for them, so they were as excited as we were. They were totally inspiring. Wherever we went, the children were just amazing entertainers, so much energy and so much life and so much rhythm. So we got to sing with them at that concert. We also sang at the schools with the children. So we got some wonderful opportunities to share some music with the children.
Lovely. Now, you back on the coast, of course. You've got another fundraising concert coming up a bit later this month. Tell me about that one.
Yeah, in a couple of weekends, on Sunday the 27th of November, we're having a combined concert with a choir in Maroochydore called New World Rhythm, and we're actually raising funds for family hampers, Christmas hampers in our local community, and for a disability service that's in Brisbane. So it's just a couple of charities there that we're raising funds for. So there should be about 70 singers there singing all sorts of world music. So it should be a fun day. Okay,
now if people want to find out a bit more and perhaps go along and enjoy the music and of course help a good cause, how can they find out some more, Yvonne?
They can contact myself on 0403 013 555, and just turn up on the day. It's $10, and there'll be homemade goodies and refreshments provided, and it's at the Uniting Church Hall in Coolum.
Okay, Yvonne. Well, just before we do go, I've got a CD here of a lady called Jemima singing with the African Children's Choir, which is the sort of music, I guess, that you experienced in Uganda.
Yeah, we actually sang with Jemima at the concert, and the African Children's Choir has actually been going for 20 years, and Jemima was one of the founding choir members when she was a small girl. So when she was 12, she joined the choir, and now she's a singer in her own right, and in fact has just released this CD in Uganda. But she's also a mentor to the children who are in the choir now, and she works a lot with the street kids. So the song that we sang with her at the concert was written with the street kids in Uganda. So she's
lovely.
a very inspiring lady.
Oh, great. Okay, well, we're going to play a track from that CD in just a few moments. But Yvonne, thank you very much for your time this morning. And you've put in a marvellous effort in raising that money in Uganda. And let's hope that your concert on the 27th also raises some lots of money for some worthy causes as well. Thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot, John.
Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.